Hello, Salem Suicide here again. You'll pardon my audience. I hope my audience will pardon me for shooting this video inside my car outside the gym where I'm going to go and work out. But I wanted to get something made. I've had the itch for a couple of days now, so here we are. And the reason why I just wanted to get something made today was I've lately done a lot of thinking about this change we undergo. As you know, I'm male to female transsexual, and I've, for better or for worse, met a lot of other male to female transsexuals. And while every person is different and everyone's journey is a little different, I have noticed a trait that a lot of these people have is that they play the victim card very well. They're beset by life. I shouldn't say the victim card, but they really act like life is getting them down. And I find this difficult to understand for the simple reason that life is what you make it. Okay, if making this life change is that important to you and that critical for making your future happiness, go out and do it. Make it happen. I have a friend who is on active military service with the British Navy, for example. And this person claims that the military service, the military that she's in, presumably the British Navy, is forcing her to discontinue hormone replacement therapy. My question is, how do they know, and can they make you stop taking it? I was in the military myself. I was in the Canadian Army, and it's not that total of an environment. Perhaps this is just me, but if you want to have your estrogen and so forth, you will find a way to have it. And the Army really can't do anything to keep you from having it, you know. There are ways, there are means, everything else. So what I don't understand is a lot of the obstacles that a lot of other trans people discuss and throw up. And perhaps these are just excuses that they themselves come up with to say, well, I can't make the change, make myself happy because of this obstacle or that obstacle. Those obstacles don't really exist. If you're committed to doing this, to making this life's change, you can. And you shouldn't have any difficulty doing it. Where there's a will, there's a way, as the saying goes. So the various excuses that I've heard are kind of flimsy. I also don't understand the fear that a lot of people have. You know, I only feel safe in my house, in my room, that sort of thing. I don't understand that sort of thinking because if you're only safe or you only feel safe in certain areas, what kind of life are you going to lead? Okay, maybe you have to refine the idea in your own head as to what transgenderism is and how you're going to express it, but that's part of the growth process we all go through. Okay, now when I started performing, look at some of the other videos that I've put up here on my channel to see what I mean by performing. You overcome a lot of your fears. You're there on display in front of people. They can see you. They can evaluate the nuances of your presentation, see what kind of a person you are. So I had kind of a baptism of fire when I started doing that, and I really wouldn't have it any other way. I found out what works, what doesn't work, what gets you accepted, what gets you ignored, and what makes trouble for you and what doesn't. So I don't understand the fear that a lot of people claim that they have, and the restrictions on their activities that a lot of people claim to have. Something as important as gender transition, if it's that important, you will find a way to do it. Okay, if you have to find a workaround of military control of your living arrangements, suppose you're living at home with your family, or you have a very close roommate who doesn't know and wouldn't really understand, you find a way to make all of that work, to work around it if you have to. Sometimes it can involve some pain, but then that pain, you have to decide what's important to you. Is the gender transition important, or is this past association, be it your career, your living arrangement, your family life, or whatever, really what's important to you? You have to ask yourself what your priorities are. And if your gender transition is such a priority, so important to you, you will find a way to do it. And that's why I have a really tough time understanding any of the obstacles that people say exist, that people throw up in their own lives, or anything like that. If it's that important to you, you will find a way to do it. Thank you.